Okay. Vandeyam Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitam Sya Om Jnana Timarandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Guraganana Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govindabhidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhakyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurunsha Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noi Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanam Suchandavananam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Mandetam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shridaram Vanchakopatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pranayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So, we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Prabhupada. This is Adi-lila, Chapter 3, the external reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance. So yesterday, I read this verse, text number 52. I read this in something of the purport, but I'll repeat this verse because the subsequent explanation will be of this verse. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sangopangas Chaparshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Isumedasa. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead who constantly sings the name of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. And congregational chanting refers, of course, as we know, to Sankirtan. Yagyai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Isu Medasa. So, I'll repeat it. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting, Sankirtan, to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the name of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. And Srila Jiva Goswami, he's explained this verse, and among other things, he particularly notes that Tvisha Krishnam, this refers to not blackish. Now, of course, in Sanskrit, you could divide the word to mean that he is blackish or he's not blackish, but if you say he's blackish, the verse doesn't make any sense, because it say that Krishna comes in this age in a blackish color, but the name Krishna means blackish, so Srila Jiva Goswami has noted that this refers to Mahaprabhu, this verse from the Mahabharata. No, it's text from Srimad Bhagavatam, I'm sorry. This is from famous verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and Shuna Bai E Sab Chaitanya Mahima E Shloki Kohetara Mahimara Sima. My dear brothers, please hear all these glories of Lord Chaitanya. This verse clearly summarizes his activities and characteristics. Krishna e Dui Barna Sadajaramuke Attava Krishnake Tiho Barne Nijasuke. The two syllables, Krishna, are always in his mouth, or he constantly describes Krishna with great pleasure. Krishna Varna Shabder Arta Duita Praman Krishna Binu Taramuke Nahi Aishe An. There are two meanings of the word Krishna Varna. Indeed, nothing else but Krishna issues from his mouth. Kehotare bole jade Krishna varan, ara visheshane tara koreni varan. If someone tries to describe him as being of blackish complexion, the next adjective, tvisha akrishnam, immediately restricts him. Deho kanje hoy deho akrishna varnan. Deho kanje hoy deho akrishna varan, akrishna varane kohe pita varan. His complexion is certainly not blackish. Indeed, his not being blackish indicates that his complexion is yellow, or pita. Kaloyam vidvamsha sfutam abhiyajante duti barad akrishnangam krishnam maka vidibir utkirtana mayai upashyam cha prahuryam akila chaturta shrama jusham Sadevas Chaitanya Kritir Atitaram Na Kripayatu. By performing Sankirtan, or the congregational chanting of the holy name, learned scholars in the age of Kali worship Lord Krishna, who is now non-blackish because of the great upsurge of the feelings of Srimati Radharani. He is the only worshipable deity for the Paramahamsas, who have attained the highest stage of the fourth order, sannyas. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, show us his great causeless mercy. This verse is from Dvitiya Sri Chaitanyastaka, from the Stavamala of Srila Rupa Goswami. Pratyakatahar tapta kanchanera duti jahara chataya nyase agyanatamasdati. One can vividly see his glowing complexion of molten gold, which dispels the darkness of ignorance. Jivera kalmasa tamu nasha koribare angu panganama nana astradare. The sinful life of the living beings results from ignorance. To destroy that ignorance, he has brought various weapons, such as his plenary associates, his devotees, and the holy name. Bhaktira virodi karma dharma adharma dahara kalmasha nama se mahatama. The greatest ignorance consists of activities, whether religious or irreligious, that are opposed to devotional service. They are to be known as sins, kalmasha. Bahutuli haribole prima drishtye jai koriya kalmasha nasha primite bashai. Raising his arms, chanting the holy name, and looking upon all with deep love, he drives away all sins and floods everyone with love of Godhead. Smita loka shokam harati jagatam yasya parito giram tu praramba kushala patalim palavayati paralamba kimva pranayati na'i premani vaham sadevas chaitanya kritir atitaram na kripayatu. May the Supreme Lord, in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, bestow his causeless mercy upon us. His smiling glance at once drives away all the bereavements of the world, and his very words enliven the auspicious creepers of devotion by expanding their leaves. Taking shelter of his lotus feet invokes transcendental love of God at once. This is also from Dvitiya Sri Chaitanyastaka, from the Stavamala of Srila Rupa Goswami. Sri Anga Sri Mukha Jai Kore Darshan Tarapap Koi Hoi Papa Premadan. Anyone who looks upon his beautiful body or beautiful face becomes freed from all sins and obtains the wealth of love of Godhead. Anya Avatare Sab Shainya Shastra Sange Chaitanya Krishnera Shainya Anga Upange. In other incarnations, the Lord descended with armies and weapons, but in this incarnation, his soldiers are his plenary parts and associates. Sadopashya Shriman Drita Manujakayai Pranaitam Vahadbir Gir Vanar Girisha Parameshti Prabhritibi Svabhaktebhya Shudham Nijabhajana Mudram Upadishan Sa Chaitanyak Kim Me Punar Apitrishur Yashyati Param. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always the most worshipable deity of the demigods, including Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, who came in the garb of ordinary men, bearing love for him. He instructs his own pure devotional service to his own devotees. Will he again be the object of my vision? Okay. Ango Panga Astra Kore Svakarya Sadhan Anga Shabderartha Arashunadiyaman. His plenary parts and associates perform the work of weapons as their own specific duties. Please hear from me another meaning of the word Anga. Anga Shabdeyam Shakohe Shastra Praman Angera Abhyaba Upanga Vyakyan. According to the evidence of the revealed scriptures, a bodily limb, anga, is also called a part, amsha, and a part of a limb is called a partial part, upanga. Narayanastvam na isarvadehinam atmasi adishakila lokasakshi narayanongam narabhujalayanat tachapi satyam na tavaivamaya. O Lord of Lords, you are the seer of all creation. You are indeed everyone's dearest life. Are you not, therefore, my father, Narayan? Narayan refers to one whose abode is in the water, born from Nara, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and that Narayan is your plenary portion. All your plenary portions are transcendental. They are absolute and are not creations of Maya. And we mentioned yesterday that this was spoken by Lord Brahma, and even though Krishna is appearing as a cowherd boy, he says, "Are you not my father, Lord Narayan?" And Krishna says, "I'm a cowherd boy. How can I be your father?" And I mentioned that happened after, Brahma wound up illusioned by his own trick. He stole cowherd boys and calves, and stealing the cowherd boys was kidnapping, and stealing the calves was calf-napping. So, and he put them to sleep also. So it really was napping. He put them in a state of yoga nidra in the cave. All right, extraneous, unwanted remarks. Jalashai antarjami che Narayan seho tomaramsha tumi mula Narayan. The manifestation of the Narayan who predominates in everyone's heart, as well as the Narayan who lives in the waters, Karana, Garbha, and Shira, Karana Dakshayi, Garbha Dakshayi, and Shira Dakshayi, is your plenary portion. You are therefore the original Narayan. Anga Shabdeyam Shakohe Seho Satyahoe Mayakare Karya Nahi Sab Chidanandamoy. The word Anga indeed refers to plenary portions. Such manifestations should never be considered products of material nature, for they are all transcendental, full of knowledge and full of bliss. Advaita Nityananda Chaitanya Duyanga Angera Avyaba Gana Kohiye Upanga. Sri Advaita Prabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu are both plenary portions of Lord Chaitanya. Thus they are the limbs, angas, of his body. The parts of these two limbs are called upangas, meaning they're disciples. Okay, Angopanga Tikshna Astra Prabhur Sahite Se Sab Astra Hoy Pashandadolite. Thus the Lord is equipped with sharp weapons in the form of his parts and plenary portions. All these weapons are competent enough to crush the faithless atheist. Nityananda Gosai, Sakat Haladar, Advaita Charya Gosai, Sakat Ishwar. Sri Nityananda Gosai is directly Haladar, or Lord Balaram. and Advaita Acharya is the personality of Godhead himself. Srivasari Parishad Shainya Sangeloha Duishena Patibule Kirtana Korea. So that what's of course being said is Nityananda Prabhu being Balaram and Advaita. They are all Vishnu Tattva, Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, and Advaita, Sri Advaita Acharya. Shivasari Parishad Shainya Sangeloya Duisena Patibule Kirtana Korea. These two captains, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, with their soldiers such as Srivas Thakur, travel everywhere, chanting the holy name of the Lord. Pashanda Dalana Bana Nityananda Rai Acharya Hunkare Papa Pashande Palai. Sri Nityananda Prabhu's very features indicate that he is the subduer of the unbelievers. All sins and unbelievers flee from the loud shouts of Advaita Acharya. Well, this is the potency of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita Acharya. Sankirtana Pravartaka Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sankirtani Yagyatare Bhaje Saidanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the initiator of Sankirtan, congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. One who worships him through Sankirtan is fortunate indeed. Seta Sumeda Ar Kubudi Samsar Sarva Yagya Hoite Krishna Nama Yagyasar. Such a person is truly intelligent, whereas others who have but a poor fund of knowledge must endure the cycle of repeated birth and death. Of all sacrificial performances, Sankirtan, or the chanting of the Lord's holy name, is the most sublime. Kote Ashrameda E Krishna Namasam Jai Kohe Se Pashande Dande Tariyam. One who says that 10 million Ashrameda sacrifices are equal to the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna is undoubtedly an atheist. He is sure to be punished by Yamaraj. Bhagavata Sandarbha Grantera Mangala Charane Eshlok Jiva Gosai Korijachan Vyakyane. In the auspicious introduction to the Bhagavad Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami has given the following verse as an explanation. Anda Krishnam Bahir Goram Darshitangari Bhaivavam Kalo Sankirtan Adhyay Sma Krishna Chaitanyam Ashrita. I take shelter of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is outwardly of a fair complexion, but is inwardly Krishna himself. In this age of Kali, he displays his expansions, his angas and upangas, by performing Sankirtan, chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Upa Puraneha Shuni Shri Krishna Vachan Kripa Kore Vyasa Prati Kore Jachin Katan. In the Upa Puranas, we hear Sri Krishna showing his mercy to Vyasadeva by speaking to him as follows. Aham eva kvachit brahman sannyasashramam ashrita haribhaktim grahayami kalo papa hatannaran. O learned Brahman, sometimes I accept the renounced order of life to induce the fallen people of the age of Kali to accept devotional service to the Lord. So here specifically he's saying to Vedavyas, O learned Brahman, sometimes I accept sannyas to induce the fallen people of the age of Kali to accept devotional service to the Lord. Bhagavat Bharata Shastra Agama Puran Chaitanya Krishna Avatare Prakata Praman. Srimad Bhagavatam, the Mahabharata, the Puranas, and other Vedic literatures all give evidence to prove that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnation of Krishna. Pratyake dekhaha nana prakata prabhav alokika karma alokika anubhav. One who can also directly see Lord Chaitanya's manifest influence in his uncommon deeds and uncommon Krishna consciousness. One can also One can also directly see Lord Chaitanya's manifest influence in his uncommon deeds and uncommon Krishna conscious realization. Dekiyana deke jata abakteragan ulukena deke jena suryara kiran. But faithless unbelievers do not see what is clearly evident, just as owls do not see the rays of the sun. We're living here somewhat in the countryside, so we also see that the owls they're making they're nocturnal and they're making sounds during the nighttime. They're apparently not awake during the daytime. But faithless unbelievers do not see what is clearly evident, just as owls do not see the rays of the sun. Tvam Shila Rupa Charitai Parama Prakrishtai Satvena Satvikataya Prabalaischa Shastrai Prakyata Daiva Paramartha Vidam Mataischa Naiva Sura Prakritaya Prabhavanti Bodhum Naiva Sura Prakritaya Prabhavanti Bodhum. O my Lord, those influenced by demoniac principles cannot realize you, although you are clearly the supreme by dint of your exalted activities, forms, character, and uncommon power, which are confirmed by all the revealed scriptures in the quality of goodness and the celebrated transcendentalists in the divine nature. Apana lukai de Krishna nana jatna kore tatapi tahara bhakta janaye tahare. Sri Krishna tries to hide himself in various ways, but nevertheless his pure devotees know him as he is. Ulangita tribida shima samatishayi sambhavanam tava parivradima svabhavam mayabolena bhavatapi niguyamanam pashyanti kechit anisham tvad ananya bhava. O my Lord, everything within material nature is limited by time, space, and thought. Your characteristics, however, being unequaled or unsurpassed, your characteristics, however, being unequaled and unsurpassed, are always transcendental to such limitations. You sometimes cover such characteristics by your own energy, but nevertheless your unalloyed devotees are always able to see you under all circumstances. So this verse is also quoted from the Stotra Ratna of Yamunacharya. Okay. O my Lord, everything within material nature is limited by time, space, and thought. Your characteristics, however, being unequaled and unsurpassed, are always transcendental to such limitations. You sometimes cover such characteristics by your own energy, but nevertheless your unalloyed devotees are always able to see you under all circumstances. Jai Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju. No, here, block. Okay. Okay. These are the deity, the beautiful deities of the Soquel Seva Ashram. Okay. Asura Svabhave Krishne Kabunahi Jane Lukaite Nare Krishna Bhakta Janastane. Those whose nature is demoniac cannot know Krishna at any time, but he cannot hide himself from his pure devotees. Dvo Bhuta Sango Lokesmin Daiva Sura Evaja Vishnu Bhakta Smrito Daiva Asura Stad Viparyaya. There are two classes of men in the created world. One consists of the demoniac and the other of the godly. The devotees of Lord Vishnu are the godly, whereas those who are just the opposite are called demons or asuras. Acharya Gosai Prabhura Bhakta Avatar Krishna Avatara Hetu Jahara Hunkar. Advaita Acharya Gosai. Advaita Acharya Goswami is an incarnation of the Lord as a devotee. His loud cawing was a cause for Krishna's incarnation. Advaita Acharya Goswami or Gosai, Advaita Acharya Gosai is an incarnation of the Lord as a devotee. His loud cawing was a cause for Krishna's incarnation. Krishna Jari Pratibite Korana Avatar Pratame Koran Guru Vargera Sanchar. Whenever Sri Krishna desires to manifest his incarnations on earth, first he creates the incarnations of his respectable predecessors. Principally these persons who are his precede Mahaprabhu to this earth, we could call that general category, we could say, has some relation with Vatsalya Ras. But these are the elders who will precede Mahaprabhu. Not always Vatsalya Ras, but because there's also impersonalists who Mahaprabhu converted. But these are the persons who, principal persons in Mahaprabhu's, those persons who are guru, parents, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda, the persons who are who are older, they will precede Mahaprabhu. They come before him. That goes without saying. Whenever Sri Krishna desires to manifest his incarnation on earth, first he creates the incarnations of his respectable predecessors. Pita Mata Guru Adi Jata Manyagan Pratame Korena Sabar Pratibite Janam. Thus respectable personalities such as his father, mother, and spiritual master all take birth on earth first. Madhava Ishwara Puri Sachi Jagannath Advaita Charya Prakata Hoila Se Sata. Madhavendra Puri, Ishwara Puri, Srimati Sachi Mata, and Srila Jagannath Mishra all appeared with Sri Advaita Acharya. Prakatiya Deke Acharya Sakala Samsar Krishna Bhakti Gandhihina Vishaya Vyavahar. Advaita Acharya having appeared, he found the world devoid of devotional service to Sri Krishna because people were engrossed in material affairs. Keho papi, keho punye, kore vishai bhog, bhakti ganda nahi jati, jai bhava rog. Everyone was engaged in material enjoyment, whether sinfully or virtually. No one was interested in the transcendental service of the Lord, which can give total relief from the repetition of birth and death. Now I'll continue, but first I want to show some of our illustrious personalities who are present here. This is Srila Bhakti Kushum Ashram Maharaj, and also Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj. And they are Ashram Maharaj is visiting us. Then in the back of the temple is Saraswat Didi, Divya Shakti, and Madhumita. All these persons are the wealth of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram here, and we're very fortunate to have Sripad Ashram Maharaj present here, and we'll also be broadcasting some of his speaking. Lokagati Deki Acharya Karuna Ridoy Vichara Korana Loker Kaiche Hitahoy. Seeing the activities of the world, the Acharya felt compassion and began to ponder how he could act for the people's benefit. Apane Shri Krishna Jari Korana Avatar Apane Acharya Bhakti Korana Prachar. Advaita Acharya thought, if Sri Krishna were to appear as an incarnation, he himself could preach devotion by his personal example. Namabinu Kalikale Dharma Nahyar Kalikale Kaiche Habe Krishna Avatar. In this age of Kali, there is no religion other than the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. But how in this age will the Lord appear as an incarnation? Shuddhababe Koriba Krishnera Aradan Nirantara Sadainye Koriba Nivedan. I shall worship Krishna in a purified state of mind. I shall constantly petition him in humbleness. Aniya Krishnere Karun Kirtana Sanchar Tabese Advaitanam Safala Amar. My name Advaita will be fitting if I am able to induce Krishna to inaugurate the movement of the chanting of the holy name. Okay. Krishna Basa Koribena Kon Aradane Vicharite Ek Shlok Ailataran Mane. While he was thinking about how to propitiate Krishna by worship, the following verse came to his mind. Tulasidala matrena jalasya chulukena va vikrinite swam atmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsala. Sri Krishna, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, sells himself to a devotee who offers him merely a tulsi leaf and a palmful of water. This is from verses from the Gautamiya Tantra. Eshlokar Tacharya Konana Vicharan Krishnake Tulasi Jal Deyas Jejan Tararina Shodite Krishna Korana Chintan Jala Tulasir Sama Kichugare Nahidan. Advaitacharya considered the meaning of the verse in this way. Not finding any way to repay the debt he owes to one who offers him a tulsi leaf and water, Sri Krishna thinks, there is no wealth in my possession that is equal to a tulsi leaf and water given by his devotee. Tabi Atma Vechikore Rinera Shodan Etabhavi Acharya Korana Aradan. Thus the Lord liquidates the debt by offering himself to the devotees. Considering in this way, the Acharya began worshipping the Lord. Gangajal Tulasi Manjari Anukan Krishna Para Padma Bhave Kore Samarpan. Thinking of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, he constantly offered tulsi buds or tulsi manjaris and water from the Ganges. Thinking of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, he constantly offered tulsi flowers and water from the Ganges. Krishnera Avana Kore Korea Hunkar Emate Krishnere Koraila Avatar. He appealed to Sri Krishna with loud calls. He appealed to Sri Krishna with loud calls, loud supplications, and thus made it possible for Krishna to appear. Chaitanya Ravatari e Mukya Hetu Bhaktera Ichai Avatare Dharma Setu. Therefore, the principal reason for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent is this appeal by Advaitacharya. The Lord, the protector of religion, appears by the desire of his devotee. Tvam Bhakti Yoga Paribhavita Ritsaroja Ashe Shrute Kshita Pato Nanunata Pumsam Yadyadhyata Urugaya Vibhavayanti Tattad Vapu Pranayase Sad Anugrahaya. O my Lord, you always dwell in the vision and hearing of your pure devotees. You also live in their lotus-like hearts, which are purified by devotional service. O my Lord, who are glorified by exalted prayers, you show special favor to your devotees by manifesting yourself in the eternal forms in which they welcome you. Eishloker arta kohi sanke perasar bhaktari chai krishner sarvavatar. The essence of the meaning of this verse is that Lord Krishna appears in all his innumerable eternal forms because of the desires of his pure devotees. Chaturta shlokararta hoila shunischite avatirna hoila gora prema prakashite. Thus I have surely determined the meaning of the fourth verse. Lord Gauranga, Lord Chaitanya appeared as an incarnation to preach on the Lord love of God. Shri Rupa Raghunath Parijara As Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishna Das, praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I Krishna Das narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi-lila, 3rd chapter, describing the external reasons for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. Now today is also the disappearance day of, well, today is the disappearance day of Krishna Das Babaji. And, very exalted god brother of Srila Sridhar Maharaj and Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And we had the opportunity to know him when he was present. He was a very, very humble Vaishnava, and he's especially always involved. He loved kirtan, always chanting virtually all night long on many occasions. And he's really just known to always be engaged in chanting. And he was very close with Srila Sridhar Maharaj. We heard on one occasion, because Babaji Maharaj, he liked to hear, and he sang very, very wonderfully. He had a nice way of singing. I heard one time that he went to hear some professional singers in Navadip, and that Guru Maharaj was not happy because he considered some of those professional singers like, that either impersonalists or sahajis, and Guru Maharaj then told Babaji Maharaj that he shouldn't come at that time to the mat, and then Guru Maharaj was actually feeling very saddened by that. And then he was thinking of calling again to Babaji Maharaj to have him come back. But Babaji Maharaj, how is it? Do you know that, Maharaj? He came back on his own, is from what I understand, right? And then Guru Maharaj said, well, I told you, like not to associate with these people, that you should not come if you're associating with these people. And then he says, yes, I will do as you like, I will do as you want, but I cannot stay away from you, right? So he was always, at one time, he was in the real sense of Babaji. Is always, many times he was, solitary. And Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj wrote to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, indicating that he wished to engage Babaji Maharaj in the preaching work. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur replied that yes, you will be his greatest friend if you will do that. And
pushing beads in the jungle.
Yeah, it was not necessarily mentioned, but Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, yes, I do not consider that just pushing beads is Krishna Nushīlanam. What is it? The verse? Anyabilashita shunya jnana karma dhyanavritam anukuyena Krishna Nushīlan bhakti utama. He said, I don't consider that this is anukuyena Krishna Nushīlanam. said, I don't consider that this is the real work in which we want to engage. We really want to engage in preaching. And if you can engage him in that way, that will be he will be his best friend. He said, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wrote that to Babaji Maharaj. And Babaji Maharaj, we saw him, he was very affectionate to the devotees. We were young devotees, and he would come and he would engage us in chanting, and he would want to chant with us, and he had his way of chanting was very, very attractive to, especially, many of the Western devotees would like to be there when he was present, and they'd engage in singing. I remember he was present when Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada was leaving this world. And Srila Prabhupada was there, and Prabhupada, Babaji Maharaj and several other Prabhupada's godbrothers were present when he was leaving. And Srila Prabhupada said, he spoke to them to tell them, you please forgive me if I have done anything wrong. He said, Prabhupada said, because my way of preaching was to preach with the Bhagavatam in one hand and an axe in the other. That's what Prabhupada commented out. I remember that. It was very beautiful the way Prabhupada phrased it. So, this was my way of preaching, and we get something of, when Srila Maharaj remarked of Prabhupada that when he wrote Bhagavad Gita, presented Bhagavad Gita, it was Bhagavad Gita as it is. There's a very direct approach. He's not trying to say it, so to speak, soften his soften the approach of presenting it's as it is. So Prabhupada said, so this was my style of preaching. The Bhagavatam in one hand and an axe in the other. And it was his way of telling to his devotees that my method of preaching is strong, so please don't take any offense if I've said something, in fervor that, may disturb you. It was very beautiful the way he spoke that. But you, Maharaj, you can say something about Babaji Maharaj?
Really not so many things. I heard from some of you that you had the opportunity to meet him, but that was not my case. I didn't have the opportunity to meet Krishnalal Babaji Maharaj. But we hear from our God brothers many of those expressions that you have just said now, how and from Guru Maharaj also, and Srila Govina Maharaj, how he was very much close to Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Two instances. This that you mentioned, he used to come to his mat often, and therefore Srila Govina Maharaj also knew him very well, and knew the tight relationship between them. And that passage, which is very well known to all the followers of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat mat, because we heard it from Srila Sridhar Maharaj and from Srila Govina Maharaj, that Babaji Maharaj sometimes used to go to the birthplace of Srila Sridhar Maharaj.
Oh, yes.
And when he
Hapania.
To Hapania. And when he went there, then those news came to the ear of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and then he would ask Babaji Maharaj, why you are going there? No?
You're my god brother.
And then he said that, well, I like very much your poetry. No?
Well, he said, my whole life I have read and sung the verses of Srila Rupa Goswami.
Yes, I like very much your poetry, and your poetry reminds me about the poetry of Srila Rupa Goswami. Then I would like to, It's okay, it's okay. I would like to see where is where you born. I would like to see the nature of Japania, the school you went to, and where you got your junior education. I would like to go and see all these things because I'm very much attracted to your teachings, your instructions, the devotion which is coming out from your heart. I like very much, and that reminds me of Srila Rupa Goswami's presentation.
Yeah, I heard it expressed what you're saying exactly, but I also heard it even expressed stronger, where he said, my whole life I'm hearing and reading the verses of Srila Rupa Goswami, and I do not see any difference between what you are writing and what you are presenting and that of Srila Rupa Goswami.
Yes. Then therefore he used to go and see. And then another instance. Once I heard from Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj, he was telling us that he was the first one who brought them, he and some other of the devotees from ISKCON who were very often they like to go and meet him and chant with him. And once he was a little not in a very mellow mood or pleasant mood, and he said, why you always want me to chant? You also chant. No, we need to chant. We all need to chant. And then he was a little as if, a little disturbed by their coming and asking, if we would chant. And then a little time passed, they didn't know what to say. They were a little, and then he brought them to Srila Maharaj. As if he was thinking this voice needs to hear someone, like Srila Maharaj. So he recalls that Srila Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj, as if for the first time then I happened to meet Srila Maharaj. That was a few times before. Later on he also, of course he came and took shelter of Srila Maharaj, but that was one instance. And then we also heard from Srila Govinda Maharaj how, I think Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj, he was present also at that time of the inauguration of the Sri Chandrodaya Mandir, ISKCON inauguration, and Babaji Maharaj was there. And when finally Srila Guru Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj was not feeling very well, and he requested Srila Govinda Maharaj to speak, to have the mic and speak because he was not feeling well. I don't recall if I am saying it properly. But then when he starts speaking, then immediately he explains, you all have heard that, he explains how, because it was not planned by him that he will speak at that occasion, and that Guru Maharaj was going to ask him to speak, Srila Govinda Maharaj. So it was a little bit like a surprise that such responsibility suddenly came to him. And then he said, all right, in his own words, he said, I never like to say no. When somebody invite me to come forward, to do some service, I never like to say no. Then he said, then of course I said, all right, then I will. And then start saying these regular prayers, which generally the devotees, the Vaishnavas say before giving a speech or leading some program. But he said, while I was doing that mechanically, I was thinking inside of me, what shall I say? What shall I say? What I'm going to say. Then finally he got some, as he always came with some very nice idea of introducing his his lecture at that time, and then when he started pronouncing that sloka, Samprati kataitum mishe, Samprati kova pratitim mayatu, then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, excuse me, Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj was there, and he immediately started like making an exclamation of Haribol, like understanding what was going to be the idea to the bed of his lecture. And that idea is very beautiful because he is expressing that sloka from Raghupati Upadhyaya, who met Mahaprabhu. He was a scholar from Bihar, and Bihar state is very near.
But they met in Prayag. They met
yes.
in
Prayag is in which state?
I believe it's in UP.
All right. Then he came and met Sriman Mahaprabhu when he was coming back from Vrindavan, and then he heard from him and he requested him, "Oh, speak more, speak more." And he was quoting some verses from his own and some verses, of course, from the scriptures. And one of these verses is very nice. Is Rupa Goswami seems that he wrote it down and put it in his book, but that sloka is mentioning that whom shall I say, to whom shall I say, and who will believe when I will say them that the Supreme Brahman, which is so venerable, worshipped by everyone, is just now playing with the damsels of Braja in the banks of the Yamuna. In the same way, he said, who would believe, and to whom shall I say that this Avai Charan they are regular Grihastra in the programs of the Gaudiya Mats, he was going to become a Jagat Guru. And Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj was there and was very happy.
Yeah, he was publicly proclaiming how Srila Prabhupada became the world Acharya.
The world Acharya, and the lecture became very, very happy. Very happy and very, with that unique also presentation of Srila Govinda Maharaj, very suitable for the personality of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Anyhow, there is one very beautiful article, Maharaj. Just as you were saying that Srila Prabhupada very lovingly and properly he expressed some apology, if that can be said, to his god brothers because he might have abused them, while preaching, making his campaign.
Well, it's also a way of saying goodbye to them.
Yes.
A few days later, he left.
Yes.
And they were present there. They came to Vrindavan to see him. It was his way of saying goodbye to his god brothers.
There is one very nice letter also. I think in the Gaudiya Darshan page of Tyagi Maharaj, one letter written by Srila Sridhar Maharaj about Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj in that term, because he happened to meet him and knew him and had very tight relationship with him, and the things he says there are very nice.
Whose article?
Srila Sridhar Maharaj.
Okay.
Yes, short, not very long. Short is very easy to read. About Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, and he's always, and he concludes in that way also. Whatever offense I may have committed, I hope that he very kindly will excuse myself from that.
Who
Srila Sridhar Maharaj
said that about Babaji?
Yes, yes.
You can say something.
Oh, I also heard that was Srila Babaji Maharaj who told Guru Maharaj about Govinda Maharaj. This boy is very special, to take care of this boy. When Srila Govinda Maharaj just joined them.
Yeah, we heard that. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Babaji Maharaj told Sridhar Maharaj that Govinda Maharaj was very special. So, I believe we can include here, and we'll say Hari Haraya. Now, well, we don't want to connect this microphone because the kartals come across as very strong. So I'll ask Ashram Mars to sing, and he'll have the kartals. And you know what we can do? You can move this table so that we have more of a shot, like have the microphone of the camera a little far from the kartals. And then you can show them.
Turn the camera around so you can see the ladies.
Our audience will have to excuse us because we're not very well planned.
Hare Rama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Rama Krishna Jadavaya Hari Brahmacharya ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Kushum Ashram Maharaj ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmala Charya Maharaj ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvat Charyasta Tara Sata Sri Sripad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvat Charyasta Tara Sata Sri Sripad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Sananta Saraswati Goswami Thakur ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Sakshi Nanda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Rupanidhu Guru Bharata ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Pramsado Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaurabhakta Vrinda ki jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Bhagavad ki jai. Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Shri Navadip Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapur ki jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Goladeep ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai. Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva ki jai. Kundadevi ki jai. Tulasi Maharani ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kulindi Yamuna Ju ki jai. Shri Purushottam Dham ki jai. Baladev Subhadra Jagannath ki jai. Bhakti Vigna Vinashaya Shri Shingadev ki jai. Bhakta Prabhata Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Samavaya Bhakta Vrindi ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj ki jai. Also present with us is Hriday Govinda Prabhu behind the camera. Arindam Krishna Prabhu who just came in. Take off the hat a minute. You can see, nicely shaved.
It feels better than all that hair.
Yes. Divya Shakti Devi Dasi and Madhu Gita.
What about Bhakti Kushum Ashram Maharaj?
I mentioned him during
I didn't hear him play that.
The first one.
was the Jayam Vishnupad.
Sorry.
All right.
Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj.
Jai.
All right, that's a wrap.
All right.
Ah.